Today, Pakistan and India signed a joint agreement on the Kartarpur Corridor initiative. The bilateral agreement was signed at Zero Point, which is a newly identified location name where Gurdaspur of India and Kartarpur of Pakistan combined. Pakistan and India have now agreed that they are going to go ahead and open that corridor for the Indian Sikh pilgrims who have been longing for a very long time, decades long of hopes and prayers from their side to be able to actually come in person and perform their religious rituals at the Darbar Sahib Gurdwara in Kartarpur. For them, Baba Guru Nanak's resting place, the 550th anniversary that is going to be coming up is going to be a massive event, because for them Baba Guru Nanak death anniversary will be celebrated, where 550th death anniversary will be celebrated, in which they will not be requiring a binocular to be 4.5 kilometers away from the Gurdwara. They will be able to actually have entry into Pakistan and be able to come in person and visit and perform religious rituals at the Kartarpur Gurdwara Darbar Sahib. The ceremony was important because from Pakistan's side, Dr. Mohammed Faisal, the spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and from the Indian side, their counterparts were present at Zero Point earlier today. Agreement was signed, plant was planted, and then later details of the agreement were also shared with the media by Dr. Mohammed Faisal. I'll go through one by one on what actually is going to be happening. First, there is going to be a visa-free entry at Zero Point for at least 5,000 listed and registered Sikh pilgrims. List of who will be shared with Pakistan at least 10 days prior to the overall movement. The visa-free entry will require the Sikh pilgrims to carry their passports with them, even though their passports will not be stamped. Once they cross the Zero Point, they will be brought in available vehicles, bus service, which has been specially designated to bring those people, the pilgrims, from there, travel 4.5 kilometers and come straight to Gurdwara. They will be allowed to stay there. They will be allowed to come in the morning, and they will be allowed to stay there till evening, when they will be returning, and they will be taken back to Zero Point to cross over back into India. Pakistan and India were in deliberations on the various clauses of this agreement. India raised a lot of questions and concerns over the committee initially that was actually heading the Sikh committee in Pakistan. They said that the presence of elements which are against India actually are members of the committee, and that is why the Khalistan element, which was I'm referring to, they said that they mentioned 5 people. Pakistan agreed to that, and Pakistan removed those 5 people from the committee. There were other deliberations as well, but the final deliberation that was inconclusive till the end between India and Pakistan was the $20 service fee charge that Pakistan said that they will charge per person, per pilgrim, whoever comes from India. Initially, it was said that there will be only 2,000 or odd people allowed, but yet later it was now agreed that 5,000 pilgrims will be allowed on a daily basis to cross over the Kartarpur Zero Point border and come to Darbar Sahib, Kartarpur Gurdwara, perform their religious rituals throughout the day, and before dawn they would ensure that they are returning back to India from the same line. This is going to be a visa-free entry, but now it has been agreed that Pakistan in fact will be charging $20 per pilgrim, and 5,000 pilgrims is the limit that will be coming into Pakistan. Pakistan will be facilitating them on their choice if they want to be taken from the Zero Point to the Darbar Sahib. That's a 4.5 kilometer road that's been developed on Pakistan side. That will be facilitated by Pakistan, and if there are people who as per requirement of their religious rituals want to walk towards the Kartarpur Gurdwara, even that will also be allowed. There will be a separate gate for them to enter into the Gurdwara. There is a reception point where all of these procedures will be finalized, and then later in the day they will be going back. Dr. Faisal also said that this is an important initiative because Pakistan and in fact India also understands that the value Baba Guru Nanak holds for the Sikh community, and it's like it's like Mecca and Medina for Muslims. It's the same for the Sikh pilgrims, and for decades they have been only coming to Gurdaspur, coming at the edge of the border, having a binocular installed on the Indian side. They were able to actually see that. Pakistan has developed the corridor as per agreement with India on a very rigorous and fast pace. Pakistan has completed this whole project, the whole development, the whole infrastructure, the whole procedure within 1.5 years. In fact, on a project that whose timeline was between 3 to 5 years. So that is something really excellent. And then the announcement, the big announcement that came in also was important. 9th of November 2019 is the day when Kartarpur Corridor will be inaugurated. It will be opened. The pilgrims will be allowed to come in. Prime Minister Imran Khan is going to be actually heading that ceremony, or the inaugural ceremony, on the 9th of November on Pakistan side. Pakistan also went ahead and invited the former Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh to be one of the guests, one of the special guests at the event, but Manmohan Singh in fact refused to come as a guest. He said that he would come as a yatri, as a pilgrim. So that is also something that Pakistan agreed to. So that is very important, that Kartarpur Corridor holds great importance for the Sikh community, holds great importance now, because I remember when I went over there, I heard one guy that Baba Guru Nanak was the one who was a man of peace, who spoke about peace, who spoke about oneness, prosperity, unity, and that is why that is something that in this initiative might actually be one of the major stepping stone between India and Pakistan, because right now, even as we speak, Pakistan and India relations are on an all-time low. The line of control has been absolutely ablaze with exchanges of heavy shelling. Day before yesterday, in fact on Sunday, India resorted to targeting localities on line of control, along the line of control, where a large amount of civilian casualties were reported. Dozens and dozens of homes were destroyed. Pakistan in fact took that initiative, took foreign corps and diplomats were present in Islamabad to that line of control, and actually lashed out at India for opting to such a widespread exchange and offensive on the line of control. Locals said that the firing and the shelling started over there was between 10:30 in the night till 4 a.m. in the morning, and people have died over there. So Pakistan and India have been absolutely eyeball to eyeball when it comes to a confrontation stage, on a state of on the verge of war. It would not be wrong to say that, but yet opening of the Kartarpur at this very sensitive time, where bilateral ties are on a halt, diplomatic ties are absolutely cut off, trade ties are absolutely cut off. Kartarpur Corridor has become a very relevant and a very massive and massively important initiative. And both countries agreeing to this part, both countries actually becoming out onto the 0 point and doing handshakes, and then planting trees on both sides of the border, and then talking about peace related to Kartarpur is something that should be taken positively, and we hope that this initiative goes well. Sikh yatris and Sikh pilgrims on the Indian side and across the world are able to come to Pakistan. They are able to perform their religious rituals peacefully, and nothing wrong happens. And even we hope that this initiative becomes a stepping stone towards what may lead both countries to not coming in a state of confrontation and being able to actually have table talks with each other. Thank you.